Like most people, I don't like bad news. I don't like the fact that your vote doesn't count and these puppets are selected. But it's the truth. Just like this little news program is telling you the truth, in line with what Bill Gates had said earlier when he said certain countries would come out the back end of this virus pandemic better than others, like Taiwan and Australia. And I believe he said Singapore, maybe it was a different Asian country. But anyhow, the point is those will be compliant with all the mandates and lockdowns and mandatory vaccines. And our country won't. And I don't believe, like this case, it's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court. I think before it ever gets there, the United States Congress will amend the Constitution to mandate that health rights supersede all your constitutional rights. They'll amend the Constitution. People have long wondered, how could they introduce the mark of the beast when you have rights? How can you have a new world order when you have rights? This is the mechanism, the storyline they're going to use to remove your rights. Wake up.
With us tonight, a federal judge has ruled in favor of the churches. Rick Sounder live tonight, the Denver Bible Church of Wheat Ridge. Rick, that is one of the two churches that have filed suit.
Karen, this ruling applies only to this church and the Community Baptist Church, which is located in Brighton. The state is already appealing the decision by saying its rules are not unconstitutional.
Hey, there's no one here except for me and the camera guy.
For Pastor Bob Enyart, preaching to an empty church was not what he wanted when the pandemic first hit. At the Denver Bible Church and elsewhere, COVID safety restrictions were later eased somewhat, but that didn't satisfy him. He went to court, suing the federal government and state, asking to remove attendance limits and mask requirements during indoor services,
including congregational singing, and that our families could come together without fear of exceeding some arbitrary limit. So we're thankful to God and to the federal court.
Throughout the country, churches have been protesting what they consider to be infringement on their freedom of religion, holding drive-in services in many cases.
The churches are unique and they're protected uniquely under the First Amendment, so we have to recognize that when we think about how churches can be treated by the government.
Court cases have gone different ways, but here in Denver, federal judge Daniel Domenico wrote, if the public interest is served by allowing diners to unmask while eating in a restaurant, it is similarly served by allowing plaintiffs to do the same in church. The state would not comment on the decision because this matter is still under litigation. The matter now goes to the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals to decide if the judge's order will stand. In Wheat Ridge, Rick Salinger covering Colorado First.
And when it comes to COVID cases, Jefferson County.
This is how they remove your rights, people. They're going to do it slowly. They're going to take you to court and then say you don't have the right because your health is outweighed by your rights. They have the right to keep everyone healthy, which supersedes your right to privacy and to your constitutional rights, in this case, to practice your religion. Everyone wondered how they would bring about the New World Order and the mark of the beast. This is it. Wake up.